Hello my dear students, welcome back to my channel Take It Seriously. I hope you all are doing great and you all must be relishing winters. Today I'm here with part 5 of arithmetic progressions, and so far we have completed 4 parts of this chapter: part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. If you haven't watched those videos, you can definitely go to the playlist that I have created by the name of arithmetic progressions. You go there, check all those videos, previous parts that we have discussed so far, and then you can come to this part. Okay, all right, so what we are going to discuss today. So today's class is going to be about exercise 5.2. So in the previous video we had discussed question number 1, question number 2, question number 3. Okay, so now in this video we'll be discussing question number 4 to question number 10. Okay, so that's all we'll be discussing in this video. Let's begin with question number 1. Oh, sorry, question number 4. I told you in earlier video also that this exercise is basically based on general form of an AP and general term of an AP. Okay, so this whole exercise is based on that. So let's start with question number 4. Okay, so here is question number 4 on your screen. So what this question is, which term of the AP? So this AP is given and they are asking you which term of this AP is 78. So what they are asking you, which term of this AP is 78, means at what place 78 will come. Okay, so let's assume, let 78 be nth term of this AP. So what we are assuming? We are assuming that 78 is any nth term of this AP, nth term of this AP, because we don't know at what place 78 will come. So we are assuming that it comes at nth place. Okay, it's nth term of this AP, right? So nth term of an AP. What is the formula for general term of an AP? It's an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. So just write down that formula first, or before writing down that formula we just need to analyze this AP. So in this AP 3, 8, 13, 18, this AP, so first term is 3. What is our first term? So just whenever you're writing this in exam, so just write it like this: first term A is equal to 3. Okay, I'll be writing it for this question only, so the rest I'll be just writing down using the short forms. So first term is 3 and common difference. What is the common difference? Common difference, we denote common difference by D. So D here is 8 minus 3 and 8 minus 3 is 5. So common difference here is 5. Okay, and you need to find out the nth term. How do we, what is the formula for nth term of an AP? Nth term of an AP is given by A plus n minus 1 into D. Okay, and we have assumed that 78 is the nth term of this AP. So an, what we are assuming, an here is 78. Okay, so 78 is equal to, put the values, a here is 3 and we don't know at what place it will come. Okay, what we have assumed, it will come at nth place. So n minus 1, we need to find out n. Okay, so D here is 5, put the values and solve for n. Okay, so now let's solve it. So what we'll do, the variable portion will come to one side and the rest will put to other side, right? So n minus 1 into 5, okay, is equal to 3 will go to this side, 78 minus 3, and 78 minus 3 is what? 75. Okay, now this is n minus 1 into 5 is equal to 75. I am solving it here now, like from here to here. Okay, because I don't know whether it's visible or not. So n minus 1 into 5 is equal to 75. So 5 will go to the denominator in division. So n minus 1 is equal to 75 upon 5, and 75 divided by 5 will be how much? 5 1 5, 5 15, 75, right? So n minus 1 is equal to 15, so n will be equal to 15 plus 1, and 15 plus 1 is 16. So the value of n is 16. It means that 78 is 16th term of this AP. It means in this AP 78 will come at 16th place, 16th term or 16th place. Got it? Let's move to question number 5. Now it's question number 5. Okay, and this question number 5 has 2 subparts, part 1 and part 2. I'll be solving part 2 because part 1 is similar to this, and out of these 2 subparts, this one is little bit difficult because it has a mixed fraction. involved in it. So I'll be solving it, and once you know how to solve this one, you can easily solve part 1 of it. Okay, so this is like what they're asking. You find the number of terms in each of the following APs. You need to find out how many terms this AP has. Okay, so the first term is 18, last term here is minus 47. You need to find out how many terms are there. What is the value of n here? Okay, so we can see the first term is 18, right? A is 18 here. Common difference D. How we can find out common difference? Second term minus first term, A2 minus A1. So we'll just solve it for D. Okay, 15 1 upon 2. 15 1 upon 2, it is in mixed form. What we can write instead of 15 1 upon 2, we can write 2 15 30, 30 plus 1 31. Okay, so we can write 31 upon 2 A2, right, minus A1. A1 is 18 here. So let's solve it. So 2 LCM 31 minus 18 2 times 36. So it's minus 5 upon 2. So common difference is minus 5 upon 2. It's negative. Okay, it means common difference is negative. Then the AP will be in decreasing order, and it's quite evident from the the type of sequence it is. 18 and then minus 47 is the last term. It means the AP was decreasing. Okay, it's in decreasing order. Okay, but that's not the question. Okay, what they are asking us, how many terms this AP has. Okay, how many terms? So let's say this is the nth term, minus 47 be the nth term of this AP. Let's say that it is the nth term, means an is equal to, we are assuming that this is minus 47 is the nth term. Okay, so an is minus 47. Okay, so after this I'll solve here. So an is minus 47. Okay, so what is the general what is the formula for an? So it's a plus n minus 1d. So an is equal to minus 47. So instead of an, we are just replacing it with its value. A plus n minus 1 into d is equal to minus 47. Okay, so let's solve it. We know the value of a, we know the value of a, we know the value of d. Put the values and solve for n. So a here is 18, 18 plus n minus 1 into d, and what is d? Minus 5 upon 2. So it's minus value, negative value. As I always say, if there is a value which is negative, you always include that value in bracket. Okay, so minus 5 upon 2 in bracket is equal to minus 47, right? So let's solve it. So this will just throw it to the right hand side, and we'll be left with all the variables in all the variables on left hand side. Okay, so this is minus 5 upon 2 is equal to minus 47 minus 18, and minus 47 minus 57 minus 67 minus 65. So it will be minus 65 and minus 1 into minus 5 upon 2. Now what we can do, just okay, so this is in multiplication, right? So 2 will go cross multiplication, right? 2 will go above and 5 will come into the denominator, and here on the left hand side we have n minus 1 is equal to minus 65 into 2 upon minus 5, right? Minus minus cancels out. 5 and 65 is 13, right? So 13 times is 65, and 13 into 2 is 26. So n minus 1 is 26. So n will be equal to 26 plus 1, that is n is 20. So n here is, n will be 26 plus 1, and 26 plus 1 is 27. Okay, so this AP has how many terms? 27 terms in all, and this is the 27th term. 27th term of this AP is minus 47, and this AP in all has 27 terms, right? Let's move to question number 6 now. Okay, so here is question number 6. Okay, so what this question says, check whether minus 150 is a term of this AP. Okay, what you need to find out? You need to find out that whether minus 150 is a term of this AP or not. Okay, we don't know whether minus 150 will come in this AP or not. So what we'll do, we'll just make some assumption. Okay, we'll assume that it comes in this AP. So let's say minus 150 is a term of this AP, and which term we are going to assume it as? We will assume that it is nth term of this AP. Okay, so let's say this term comes at nth place. Okay, so let minus 150 is nth term of this AP. Cool, of this AP. Okay, now you need to analyze this AP once before you start solving it. So this AP, A is 11, the value of A 11, and common difference. So what is common difference here? Second term minus first term. Okay, don't make it 11 minus 8 3. No, it's 8 minus 11. It has to be 8 minus 11 because a2 is 8 and a1 is 11. Okay, so a2 minus a1, that is 8 minus 11, and 8 minus 11 is minus 3. So here the common difference is minus 3. Okay, what we have assumed? We have assumed that minus 150 is nth term of this AP. Okay, so if it is nth term of this AP, we are assuming that an is minus 150, and what an is? An is a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to minus 150, right? So a, put the values and solve for n. Okay, so a is 11 plus n minus 1 into d, and what is the value of d? d is minus 3 is equal to minus 150. Now what we'll do? We'll put all the constant values to one side and variables to one side. Okay, so let's keep it here and put 11 here, throw 11 to that side. So n minus 1 into minus 3 is equal to minus 150 minus 11. So minus 150 minus 11, and minus 150 minus 11 will be minus 161. Okay, so this is minus 161. Now n minus 1 is equal to, n minus 1 into minus 3 is equal to minus 161. Okay, now I'll be solving it here. Now this is minus 3 is in multiplication here. So it will go to the denominator. So here n minus 1 is equal to minus 161 upon minus 3. So negative cancels out, negative sign. 161 upon 3. Now minus 1 will go to that side and it will become positive. So it will be 161 upon 3 plus 1. Now solve it. 161. We'll take 3 as LCM plus again 3. So 161 plus 3 upon 3 is 164 upon 3. Okay, now 164 upon 3. Now you just tell me whether n, the value of n can be, means what is n? N is the the number of terms. First term, second term, third term, fourth term. Is it possible for a term to be 4.5 term? 4.5 terms? Either it will be 4th term or it will be 5th term. Such values, the fractional value of n is not possible. Okay, so this is not possible, right? So this value of n is not possible. It means this particular term minus 150 is not a term of this AP. It means this will not come anywhere in this AP. So minus 150 is not a term of this AP. Cool? So whenever the value of n is in points or is in fractions, it means that that value of n is not possible, and that arises because of a wrong assumption that minus 150 is the nth term. N cannot be in fractions. That's why minus 150 cannot be any term of this AP. Alright, let's move to question number 7 now. Okay, so here is question number 7. And what we need to find out, find the 31st term of an AP whose 11th term is 38 and the 16th term is 73, right? So you need to find out 31st term. So for like whatever term you need to find out of any AP, you need to know the value of A and you need to know the value of D. Okay, so to find out A and D, they have given us some hints. So whose 11th term is 38 and 16th term is 73. So we'll make use of these, whatever is given here. 11th term is A11. So A11 is 38, right? A11 is 38. So A11 is, what is the general term of an AP? N is equal to A plus N minus 1D. So A11, according to that formula, A11 will be A plus 11 minus 1. 11 minus 1 is 10D is equal to 38. So let's say this is the equation number 1. Okay. So A plus 10D is equal to 38. Now the 16th term is 73. 16th term is 73. It means A16 is equal to 73, and A16 is 73 means A plus 15D. 16 minus 1, 15. A plus 15D is equal to 73. Alright. So this is 73. Now let's say this is equation number 2. Now what we can do, we need to solve these two equations for the values of A and D, and you know how we can solve it. We can solve them by elimination method, because they form a pair of linear equations and two variables, and we can solve these two equations by elimination method simply. So what you can do, equation 2 minus equation 1, because a and a are, they are same, they have the same coefficient. So what we'll do, 2 minus 1, okay, equation 2 minus 1. So what we will get, 15d is equal to 73, and this is a, plus 10d is equal to 38. So we have to subtract these two equations, minus, we'll just change the sign, and then a cancels out. 15d minus 10d is 5d, equal to 73 minus 38. 73 minus 38 would be 38, 40, 33, 35. Okay, so it's 35. So d is equal to 35 upon 5. 35 upon 5 is 7. So what is the value of d? D is 5. Okay, so I'll solve it here now, so that it's visible to you. So d is common difference is 7. So what we'll do now, we'll just put the value of d in any of these equations. So whatsoever equation you like to put the value in, you can put the value in that equation. I'll put in this, I'll prefer this equation in 1, because this is much simpler to solve. Okay, so a plus 10d, and d is 7. So 7 is equal to 38. Now a is equal to 38 minus 70. 38 minus 70, and 38 minus 70 would be 32, right? So minus 32. So a is minus 32. Okay, but we didn't want a and d. What we wanted, 31st term of this AP. So what we actually needed to find out, we wanted to find out A31. Okay, so A31 is, just use the formula for general term of an AP. A31, an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. So A31 will be a plus 31 minus 1. 31 minus 1 is 30d. So a plus 30d, right? So 30d, put the values of a and d and solve. Okay, so a is minus 32 plus 30d, and what is d? D we had just calculated it, so d is 7. Okay, so 7 and minus 32 plus 30 into 7 is 210. 3 7 21, and then 0, 210. Okay, so 210 minus 32, so it's plus minus minus. 210 minus 32, so 290 and 190, and minus 188. 188, no, 178. 178. Okay, so A31 means 31st term of this AP is 178. Cool. Now we are done with question number 7. Let's move to question number 8 now. Here is question number 8. Okay, let's solve it. An AP consists of 50 terms, of which third term is 12 and the last term is 106. Find 29th term. Okay, so there is an AP which consists of 50 terms. Okay, third term is 12 and 106 is the last term. So third term is 12 and last term is 106. Find 29th term. We need to find out 29th term. So what is the question? 29th term. But to find out 29th term, we need a and d. And how we'll get a and d? By utilizing the given information. Okay, so AP consists of 50 terms. So how many terms are there in this AP? 50 terms. Okay, now third term is 12. A3 is 12, right? And last term is 106. Okay, now third term is 12, last term is 106. Now just listen it carefully. Last term is 106, and this AP has 50 terms in all. So last term is 106 and it has 50 terms. So what, 50 is the last term. Okay, so A50, 50th term is the last term, because this AP has like 50 terms in all. So 106 is 50th term, right? So A50 is equal to 106. Cool. Now we got our two values. We'll just solve these. A3 is 12. Again, use the formula for general term of an AP. A plus n minus 1 into d. So according to that formula, A3 will be a plus 2d is equal to 12, right? So a plus 2d is my first equation. Now A50 is 106. A50 is 106. So A50 can be written as a plus n minus 1d. 50 minus 1d, that is 40. 9d is equal to 106. Now I got my equation number 2. Now what I'll do? Solve 1 and 2. So what I'll do? Second minus 1. Second minus 1. Now once you subtract first equation from the second one, what you will get? A plus 49d is equal to 106 minus a plus 2d is equal to 12. Alright, now we need to subtract it. So we'll change the sign. Okay, now A cancels A. 49 minus 2 is 47D. Okay, so this is 47D, and 106 minus 12. So it will be 106 and 94. Okay, 94. Now D is equal to 94 upon 47. 47 two times is 94. So 94 divided by 47 is 2. So the value of D, common difference, is 2. Now we have D with us. Again, what we need to find out? We need to find out A also. Okay, so D we have. How we can find out A? We just put this value of D in any of these equations. Again, I'll be choosing this equation number 1 because this is much simpler to solve. So A plus 2D, D here is 2. Okay, so in place of D, I'll put 2 is equal to 12. So this is my equation number 1, and I'm replacing the value of D in equation number 1. So accordingly, I'll solve it. Plus 4, 2 into 2 is 4. 4 will go to that side. 12 minus 4 is 8. Okay, so A is 8, D is 2. What I need to find out? I needed to find out 29th term. So 29th term, that is A29. So A29 will be equal to A plus 20. According to the general term of an AP, A29 is equal to A plus 28D. Okay, so A plus 28D, and A here is 8 and 28D, D was 2. Okay, so D was 2. Now 8 plus 28 into 2, 28, 40, 56. 56 plus 8 will be 64. Okay, so 29th term of this AP is 64. That's simple. Okay, now let's move to question number 9. Okay, so here is question number 9 for us. So the question is, if the third and ninth term of an AP are 4 and minus 8 respectively. Okay, so fourth and ninth term are 4 and minus 8. So third and ninth term are 4 and minus 8 respectively. So A3 is equal to 4 and A9 is equal to minus 8. Okay, which term of this AP is 0? So we need to find out which term of this AP will be 0. Means if 0 is like, which term of this AP will be 0 means in this AP, at what place 0 will come. Okay, so let's use this given information first, and then we'll come to this actual question, like which term is 0, right? So let's solve it. So A3 is equal to 4. Again, according to general term of an AP, A3 is equal to 4. So A plus 2D is equal to 4, right? So this is my equation number 1. A9 is minus 8. Okay, so A9 is minus 8 means A plus 8D is equal to 8, right? So this is equation number 2. Now let's solve these two equations. Second minus 1. Okay, so A plus 8D is equal to 8. So A plus 2D is equal to 4. Now subtract it. A cancels out A, and 8D minus 2D. 8D minus 2D will be 6D. 8 minus 4 is 4. Now D, did I do something wrong? Like 8D minus 6D, okay. So it was minus 8, okay, minus 8. So here is minus 8. So yeah, again you just saw like I made a mistake with the sign. So you also need to be very careful with the sign. So minus 8 and minus 8 minus 4 will be minus 12. Okay, so D here will be minus 12 upon 6, and minus 12 upon 6 will be minus 2. Now D is negative. D negative means the AP will be in decreasing order. Okay, so I got my D. I need to find out A now. Put this value of D in any of these equations. I am putting it in equation number 1. So put in equation 1. Put in 1. Okay, so D is equal to minus 2. So D is equal to minus 2. Accordingly, A plus 2D, that is minus 2, is equal to 4. Okay, so A minus 4 is equal to 0. A is equal to minus 4. Okay, so this will be minus 4, will go to the right hand side. 4 plus 4 will become 8. So A here, the first term of this AP is 8. Okay, first term is 8, D is minus 2. What I needed to find, I wanted to find out which term of this AP is 0. We don't know like what term of this AP is 0. So let's assume, what we'll do, we'll make assumption. Let's assume, let 0 be nth term of this AP. Okay, so when we don't know anything, we don't know the thing given thing, we just assume it. So let 0 be the nth term of this AP. So if it is nth term of this AP, then an will be 0. This is what we assumed, okay? An is 0, okay? So an according to the general term of an AP, a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 0. Now put the values of a and d, solve for n, and you'll get, your answer. So a here is 8, d here is minus 2, okay? We just solved for d. So d was minus 2 is equal to 0. Now whatever is, constant will go to the right hand side, and the rest will be here on the left hand side. So 8 will go to that side, minus 8. Now minus 2 is in multiplication. We'll send it to the denominator. So n minus 1 is equal to minus 8 upon minus 2. Minus 8 upon minus 2 will be 4. So n minus 1 is equal to 4. So n will be 4 plus 1, that is 5. So 0 is which term? 0 is fifth term of this AP. Fifth term of this AP. Cool. Now let's move to question number 10. Okay, well, so this is question number 10. Okay, let's read out. The 17th term of an AP exceeds its 10th term, okay, by 7. 17th term exceeds the 10th term by 7. Find the common difference. It looks a bit difficult, but it's actually not, okay? You just need to, whatever is said, in the question accordingly, solve it accordingly. So what they are saying, 17th term, let's say A17, okay, exceeds 10th term by 7. So A10 plus 7, right? So this is what the question said, question statement said. A17 exceeds 10th term by 7. So A10 plus 7. And A17 is A plus according to the general term of an AP. A17 will be A plus 16D, right? A plus 16D is equal to A10. According to that formula only, A10 will be A plus 9D. So by now you must be aware of, you must have got an idea about how we are using this formula, okay? A10 is A plus 9D. So A plus 9D plus 7, let's solve it. Whatever, variables are there, bring them to the left hand side and keep everything else in the right hand side. So A plus 16D will bring A here, minus A, minus 9D to the left hand side, and we are just left with 7 on the right hand side. A cancels with A, and 16D minus 9D will be 7D, okay? 16 minus 9 is 7, yeah? It's correct? Yes, it's correct. Now D is 7 upon 7. Now 7 upon 7 is what? 1. So the common difference of this AP is 1. I told you that it's really simple. Okay, in 4 steps, just in 4 steps we have solved it. So the common difference of this AP is 1. Okay, cool. I think that's all for today. Alright, that's all for today. We'll solve the rest of the questions of this exercise in the next video. Till then, bye-bye, take care, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Bye.